I have never cared too much what people say. What I am interested in is what they do. When morality comes up against profit, it is seldom that profit loses. In the end, anti-black, anti-female, and all forms of discrimination are equivalent to the same thing: anti-humanism. An armed society is a polite society. Manners are good when one may have to back up his acts with his life. Service is the rent you pay for room on this earth. I don't measure America by its achievement but by its potential. I ran for the presidency, despite hopeless odds, to demonstrate the sheer will and refusal to accept the status quo. The Constitution they wrote was designed to protect the rights of white, male citizens. Racism is so universal in this country, so widespread, and deep-seated, that it is invisible because it is so normal. I want history to remember me not just as the first black woman to be elected to Congress, not as the first black woman to have made a bid for the presidency of the U.S., but as a black woman who lived in the 20th century and dared to be herself. You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. When I die, I want to be remembered as a woman who lived in the 20th century and who dared to be a catalyst for change. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring in a folding chair. Political organizations are formed to keep the powerful in power. Their first rule is don't rock the boat. At present, our country needs women's idealism and determination, perhaps more in politics than anywhere else. It is obvious that discrimination exists. Women do not have the opportunities that men do. And women that do not conform to the system, who try to break with the accepted patterns, are stigmatized as odd and unfeminine. Health is a human right, not a privilege to be purchased. All we want is for the trivial difference to make no difference. I am the people's politician. If the day should ever come when the people can't save me, I'll know I'm finished. Of my two handicaps, being female put many more obstacles in my path than being black. The next time a woman of whatever color, or a dark-skinned person of whatever sex aspires to be president, the way should be a little smoother because I helped pave it. Defeat should not be the source of discouragement, but a stimulus to keep plotting. Apparently all they know here in Washington about Brooklyn is that a tree grew there. Take away an accident of pigmentation of a thin layer of our outer skin and there is no difference between me and anyone else. Laws will not eliminate prejudice from the hearts of human beings. Not only am I literally and figuratively the dark horse, I'm actually the poor horse. The only thing that I have going for me is my soul and my commitment to the American people. The one thing you've got going, your one vote. America has the laws and the material resources it takes to ensure justice for all its people. What it lacks is the heart, the humanity. Anyone who takes that role must pay a price. As things are now, no one can tell who members of Congress are responsible to, except that it does not often appear to be to the people. The emotional, sexual, and psychological stereotyping of females begins when the doctor says, "It's a girl." I'm looking to no man walking this earth for approval of what I'm doing. It is not female egotism to say that the future of mankind may very well be ours to determine. It is a fact. We must reject not only the stereotypes that others hold of us, but also the stereotypes that we hold of ourselves. We have been so patient and loyal, and what has it gotten us? We want our full share now. Be as bold as the first man or woman to eat an oyster. Some fine men are in Congress, too few, trying to do a responsible job. To label family planning and legal abortion programs genocide is male rhetoric, for male ears. Women have learned to flex their political muscles. You got to flex that muscle to get what you want. Liberty and justice for all were beautiful words, but the ugly fact was that liberty and justice were only for white males. I love America not for what she is, but for what she can become. Some members of Congress are among the best actors in the world. Tremendous amounts of talent are lost to our society just because that talent wears a skirt. Anytime things appear to be going better, you have overlooked something. There is little place in the political scheme of things for an independent creative personality for a fighter. That's what's wrong with the country. There are too many good soldiers accepting too many bad decisions. I am not the candidate of Black America, although I am Black and proud. I am not the candidate of the women's movement of this country, although I am a woman and I am equally proud of that. In this country, everybody is supposed to be able to run for president, but that has never really been true. I know that millions of Americans from all walks of life agree with me that leadership does not mean putting the ear to the ground to follow public opinion, but to have the vision of what is necessary and the courage to make it possible. I'd like them to say that Shirley Chisholm had guts. That's how I'd like to be remembered. That I am a national figure because I was the first person in 192 years to be at once a congressman, Black, and a woman proves, I would think, that our society is not yet either just or free. Of course, laws will not eliminate prejudice from the hearts of human beings. But that is no reason to allow prejudice to continue to be enshrined in our laws, to perpetuate injustice through inaction,